I heard this great news interview today about people that are getting a little too addicted to their phones. And one of the things they suggested was getting rid of all your social media on your phone because they'll suck you in. So I just decided to delete everything associated with Facebook because I'm thinking, do I really need that?
Hello world, I'm Miyah Sendermeyer, and I would like to welcome you to the latest episode of my blog series. So far, I have been able to share my experiences on what it's like to live on the autistic spectrum, or rather have Asperger's syndrome. A second thing that I will do is provide my 2 cents on what's going on with autism in the media. And a third area entails providing tips and advice for those of you who are on the spectrum. I will also reach out to your friends, family members, peers, mentors, educators, employers, and anybody who is inside the autistic community. And finally, I will cover topics on things that I'm passionate about, along with sharing the day in the life of Miyah Sendermeyer. So check it out.
Check out this beautiful footage right here by the lake. This is all at the Lakeblackshear resort, which is part of one of the state parks right here in the state of Georgia. I've been busy the last couple days with this training. I'm going to be headed home in a little less than an hour, and myself and another trainer had a chance to get a break. She had some things she had to do, and I didn't know what I was going to do at first, and then I thought, why don't I just take Facebook off my phone, and I can get rid of Facebook Messenger, and then I can just go right ahead and shoot a vlog. But I'm about to make a pit stop real quick. Growing up in Minnesota, we had lakes everywhere. In fact, the 2 jokes with Minnesota is it's the land of 10,000 lakes, which I believe is supposed to be the incorrect number. And the second thing that they joke about is that every state has a state bird. They say that the state bird is the mosquito for Minnesota because there are just so many lakes up there. But really, the state bird is actually the loon, which is, it looks like a duck. It's a black bird that swims in the water, and it has black spots on its back and red eyes, and it has a very, very eerie cry when it vocalizes. So those are some things. But anyway, I'm here at Lakeblackshear, and so far the trip's been wonderful. We had dinner every night. I've been eating a lot of salmon so that I get on my omega-3s, and two, they just fix really good salmon whenever I come here. A second thing that I've been doing a lot of here is a lot of walking around the lake, and also I've been enjoying the stars here because there aren't a lot of lights around, because again, this is dead in the middle of Georgia, and I'm halfway to the Florida border, just right off 75. And as you guys saw back there, there are lots of beautiful pictures or beautiful scenery with Spanish moss, which is one of the big things. The further south you go, you also have a lot of live oaks, which is also part of the deep south. I mean, and yes, there's Spanish moss on the coast of Georgia as well. I'm in the middle of Georgia, or smack dab in the middle of, I'm southwest, 2.5 hours south of Atlanta. What's nice about doing training with My Voice alumni is that we're right by the lake, and if the weather is nice enough, lots of us like to go walking on the lake. We like to walk on the docks. Like right now, I'm just taking a mini walk on the property where the docks are, and I'm right here at a marina where you can rent pontoons, and they have some properties or some lakes up in North Georgia, up in North Carolina, and in Tennessee, known as the Tennessee Valley, or the TVA Association, which has man-made lakes, and they're really deep, and they're actually part of a dam system, but you can rent pontoon boats with them. And then up in the North Georgia area, there's a big lake known as Lake Lanier, and they have lots of pontoons that they can rent too. But because we were too busy focusing on training, we didn't rent any pontoons, and two, it was pretty cool the last couple of days. It was nice, but it was cool. At night, it got down to the low 30s. Like, it was cold last night, it got down to 30. And the night before that, it got down to 30 here too. What are some of the other things that went on? Well, at work, we really had a very, very successful couple of sessions, and then we had a great couple of great networking sessions as well. I had a chance to meet some really great people, including a mom that has a son with Asperger's like myself, and she was telling me some of the things that he struggles with. So I was getting her some information on people that she could contact, maybe possibly get him involved in the Taking Flight Autism Airport Rehearsal Tours and the Wings for Autism program through the Arc of Georgia, which is going to be held on April 12th. And then, of course, we have our annual statewide autism conference and exposition of Georgia that I'm really excited about. And I've been using Twitter to get the word out, even though right now the information is just to save the date. For those of you in Georgia and the surrounding areas, or those of you that do anything related to autism, please be sure to check this conference out. And it's going to be put on by the Center for Leadership and Disability, and it's going to be held at Georgia State University in one of the student centers. So please be sure to check that out, because I'm really excited. And then a second person I talked to is hooked up with big data science and statistics, and she works in the Department of Behavioral Health and Developmental Disabilities. So by the time I graduate and get enough skills and stats, I can probably contact this lady. So she's one lady I can contact. I really would like to connect though with the physics department and the astronomy departments at Georgia State University. I'd also like to be connected to Georgia Tech, or the Georgia Institute of Technology, once I get more acquainted to statistics as well, school-wise. So, anyway, I'm about to head in. We're probably about to shovel off in a little bit. If you like what I'm doing, please be sure to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Also, click up here in the upper right-hand corner. We are doing tributes to Mr. Stephen Hawking, and what I'm going to do, in addition to my blogs right now, is those of you on the spectrum, don't ever give up.